Hey, I don't think this bar has a reset your password feature. There's nothing more suspicious than telling a secret club you only half remember their password. That makes it sound like you murdered the guy who knew it. Captain! How's it going, boys, girls, and squirrels, and welcome back to another episode of The Mighty Nine. The last episode we watched was probably the most emotionally devastating episode of the entire year. So hopefully we catch a break today. Could we? Could we please? That'd be cool. I'm not sure if I could handle another episode 5 right now. I loved it, dude. I really couldn't believe not just how far this show was willing to go, but how well the writing has been executed. This show has already thoroughly impressed me. So at this moment, the only question I have left for it is whether or not these last 3 episodes can stick the landing and meet the expectations the first 5 have already set for me. Even if these next 3 episodes don't quite manage to reach the highs of episode 5, Episode 5 was so good, it's pretty much already cemented this show as being at least a 9 out of 10 for me. These next 3 episodes would need to be Game of Thrones Season 8 levels of bad for this to be anything lower than a 9 right now. So let's get into these last 3 episodes and see if we've got ourselves a Breaking Bad or a Game of Thrones on our hands.
前回までのマイティナインは
あなたは誰から力をもらったの？
それはどうかな。似たような裂け目の記憶があるんだ。
My bad. I didn't even know the Mighty Nine had a Japanese dub. I don't really know how or why that happened, but would anybody stick around for the rest of the video if I left it in Japanese? I won't. I know the answer's no, but it wasn't unfitting. It didn't feel totally out of place. I kind of thought they were doing a bit at first. Look, I'm gonna switch it back to English, but if we run into any, really emotionally devastating scenes, I'm switching that shit back to Japanese. 1, because I think it'll prevent me from crying on camera, and 2, I kind of want to see how the Japanese voice dub handles it.
Put your backs into it, damn it! It's up to us to protect the Empire.
God, it's like D&D Les Mis over here. Now, prisoner 24601. His roll is up and now your turn's begun. You know what that means. No, you're standing too close to an enemy. Any move you make and you will surely die. He has attack of opportunity. I should have enough life. 5 hit points because you're burned. The rest because you tried to run! Yes, 24601! My name's Lee Mulligan! And mine is Matt! Do not forget my name! Do not forget me! Brennan Lee Mulligan!
Vultures. The Orphan Maker. She's here!
Nobody panic! If you don't have children, she can't turn them into orphans. Seems like kind of a silly loophole, but I'm willing to test it.
Get back to work!
Yo, if that's a myth, then call me Odysseus, because I'm trying to have her make an example out of me. Myth? Yo, I'm trying to make her Mythismata. How about you myth me with that runaway shit? You can make my kids orphans any day of the week as long as I get to have them with you. All right, I'm done.
All right then, big bitch.
Oh, please cut the horse in half. Cut that horse in twain. Look, I'm a big animal rights guy, but when it comes to fictional horses specifically, there's nothing I love more than seeing a horse get fucking demolished. Because it's always sick. It was sick in The Witcher 3, it was sick in Vinland Saga, and it's sick here.
You missed.
Hey, she followed my assignment to a T. Good, spectacular stuff. Just real good shit going on here.
Spare my life!
Wow, speaking of Game of Thrones, hey Ygritte. Also, that soldier looked absolutely nothing like this woman. Their hair isn't even the same shade of red. This is probably a dead wife, I'm assuming. Is it like a requirement of a D&D character to have a dead family? No one can have a tragic backstory and a loving family waiting for them at home? Not, I'm assuming, has dead kids. Caleb has a super dead family. Jester's on her way there. No shot Jester's mom survives. I feel like those seeds have already been planted. Molly's family technically got massacred. Ford's an orphan whose mentor was murdered, and Essex's mom is already on her way out the door. You know, when I started this bit, I was kind of joking, but after I crunched the numbers, I can't believe Jester's the only one who doesn't have a dead family. Oh, Jesus Christ! God, you look so much like my dead wife. Your forehead's a little bit off. I wonder if I could... Oh, God, I broke another one!
No more talking to me unless you have a gift.
A gift and a passcode.
Don't mind if I do.
Never steal from happy people.
Sad people you can steal from, though, right? Sad, desperate, lonely people with nothing to live for, those are fine targets. At first I thought this was kind of noble, and then I realized he's just encouraging not to kick people while they're down.
Something refined. He's apparently quite the sophisticate.
How about this? The steamy love story of Oscar and Guinevere.
Ford, it is never too late to start growing out your hair. Jester is literally telling you what she likes.
Did you bring it?
No. What the hell is it?
This is such an annoying thing for me to point out, but did you notice this woman get dragged towards Bo the second the animators realized they drew them too far apart? Bo had to put something in this woman's hand, but they drew them too far apart, so they literally magnetized her to Bo.
Look, he hates this Trent douchebag even more than you do.
Or at least that's what he wants you to believe.
Yeah, I'm still so curious as to how and why Caleb left the Coven. Like, obviously he's traumatized about his family's death now, but at the time he was a fully willing participant, and he had his friends there to comfort him through it. So I wonder what actually ended up making him flip sides.
Ikenthon, careful. You could hurt yourself.
No!
How are we still not wearing gloves when fucking around with this thing?
We don't barter, Purple Man.
Apologies. The man who told me the passphrase is dead and my memory can be funny. Hilarious, even.
Yeah, hey, I don't think this bar has a reset your password feature. There's nothing more suspicious than telling a secret club you only half remember their password. That makes it sound like you murdered the guy who knew it. Weeding out people who don't know the password is literally what the password is for.
Yes, that's it. Well, I have no coin. I'd be willing to offer many gifts.
I know in this world, all races technically have the potential to be equally as powerful to each other. Like, just because tieflings look scary doesn't mean they're inherently stronger than humans. But does Molly not look like a guy who can murder everyone in this room with a snap of his fingers? Maybe it's because I know these are all the protagonists, so I'm biased. But there's something so funny to me about this bar of random thugs thinking they can even land a scratch on one of these characters. It's like how every time you step into a tavern in a Witcher game, there's always some asshole who's like, I hear witches have two cocks between their legs. one for pissing, and one for their own arseholes. And it's like, dude, even if you don't know that Geralt is the protagonist of this story, he is, at the very least, a 9-foot-tall, wolf-eyed mutant. What's your strategy? What's even your motivation? In what world do you think you're winning this fight you just started?
Good evening.
Vess, why are you... there is no meeting with the king.
Oh, is Trent about to throw down? I feel like he's about to whip out some insane combat techniques right now. Like Tenzin fighting the Red Lotus in Korra.
And there was nothing I could do.
Tatasha.
Hey there, Princess Bubblegum. You sure you're in the right show right now? What, did you get lost on your way to Hades too? Doesn't this girl look super out of place? She's like literally animated in the Hades 2 art style.
The Cobalt Soul has found evidence of your involvement in the attack on Rockart Garrison.
This is absurd.
Oh, weak! I wanted to see him pop off! This has actually made me so interested in the Trent plotline. This has made me so interested in the Trent plotline because I feel like he's gonna do something unbelievably fucked to get out of this. He seems like one of these characters where it's scarier to see him fail than it is to see him succeed, because you know the repercussions of him failing are just going to be absolutely unhinged.
I can't believe we cracked their secret password.
We're fucking geniuses.
We are, aren't we? We should start a band. Or a detective agency.
Both spin-offs I would happily support. If this were an anime, they would absolutely be a detective agency. This would make for such a killer Bungo Stray Dogs crossover. Everyone would hate Rompo. That's a given, but I do think Molly and Dazai would get along really well. I think Kunakita and Ford would become best friends. I think I'd ship that harder than Ford and Jester even.
2 years since that night. Your hair is different. These tattoos. Oh, and a new crew.
Oh my god, was I right? Was Molly resurrected by the D12?
My old friend Cree.
How much do they know?
Oh, everything, all the rituals. But which one was this again?
Jesus Christ, the more they improv, the more tense I get. I have no idea what this Jaguar's deal is. I can't tell how hostile this is about to turn if she finds out he doesn't remember who she is.
Company. Well, what strangers have graced us with their majestic presence?
Why are you sopping wet? Let's start with that. The fuck were you doing in that chair before they walked in? This is the grossest intro. Wait a second, is that fucking Nathan Fillion? His voice was just echoing around in my skull during that rant, and then it finally clicked.
A fine evening to you. We are the Mighty Nine.
No, don't. Just take his word for it. You don't want to do all that.
Do you need a wipe?
And you must be...
I'm locking my answer in right now. Not's the best character. Not says what we're all thinking. Somebody hose down this human snow cone already.
Is that Tusk Love? The tantalizing tale of hidden romance and forbidden lust.
Why do you both have the New York Times review for this smut novel? Never mind, what am I talking about? This dude's literally oozing with slime right now. I know exactly why he has it memorized.
Presume you've come, after all, for something special?
A protection amulet to guard against unwanted eyes. We hear you are a master smuggler.
Yeah, he's a master something else too, judging by how much sweat is pouring off of him. Are you edging yourself under the table this whole conversation? Please dry off.
To prevent his enemies from finding it, he set magical traps that only he knew how to disarm.
You want us to go in and bring back something shiny?
Wow, what a quest. For a second, I almost forgot this show's whole point was to go on missions hand-designed by Matthew Mercer. Everything up until this point has felt so natural and organic, I completely forgot that there'd inevitably be a point where someone was like, hey, go crawl this dungeon and I'll give you a sword for it.
Look how pathetic and squishy he is. No offense.
I don't know, Jess. Going up against the Empire, ancient magic traps, this is way beyond us.
Do people ever encounter players like this in real D&D sessions? Or is this like what you're supposed to do in a real D&D session. Like, is it obnoxious or expected for players to be like, I don't think we should go on this quest, actually? I feel like I'd be pissed. Like, I know the point is to roleplay to the most realistic degree, but I feel like if someone was like, like, arguing against doing the quest, I'd be like, hey, Brandon, can I talk to you for a second? Yeah, it's 1 a.m. and I have work at 6 a.m. Why the fuck are you wasting everybody's time right now? You think we're not gonna do the quest? You think I drove 3 hours to this godforsaken town, eating nothing but cold garlic knots for the last 6 hours to not go on a fucking quest? No, I'm just trying to understand. Is this some kind of fetish for you? You make me drive 2 hours, prep 3 months for some fucking fake-ass character? I don't even get a take on an adventure? Hey, Mike, I think he's just role-playing it, you know, it's to add flavor to the world. Yeah, well, his ass is gonna role-play my fucking glove if he doesn't accept this quest!
Trust is an important part of what I do. I need assurance you won't make off with my item or hell even turn me into the city guard, so I will require samples of your blood.
What are we, some kind of suicide squad? This is actually kind of sick. This is a fun way to add some extra tension to the mission.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ, this isn't a fun way to do anything! God, what a jump scare. This is not what I had in mind when I said this plotline was gonna get fucked.
This waterfall.
Are we sure about that?
Based on prior experience, the back door is always a good time.
I think Molly and Jester are my primary ship. I think I've finally come to peace with that. They'd have so much fun together, and Molly's constantly boosting Jester's self-worth. Let me know in the comments who you'd prefer to see get together, Molly and Jester, or Jester and Ford.
If you'd like to help, be my guest.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? What are you trying to do, pick us off one by one?
What is this about, Beauregard?
He's literally just trying to get past some booby traps. You're the only one disrupting the task right now. The look Caleb gives Beau perfectly encapsulates how I feel about this argument. I love that he's just like, Jesus Christ, all right, or I'll go. What do you want from me, Beau? I hate this dynamic. This is genuinely my least favorite part of the show. Their bickering is always so stupid. I'm fine with them not trusting each other. I think that's a good idea, actually. And I like Beau sticking up for Not and like trying to twist it into making it seem like Caleb's using Not, but like suggest an alternative plan. Don't just stand there and complain about everything Caleb says. Beau's literally just being disruptive, and I feel like she should be smarter than that. I wish Beau volunteered herself to disarm the traps, as a way of being like, fuck you for suggesting not do it, Caleb. I'm gonna show you I'm not as selfish as you are. But no, instead Beau just wants to stand here accusing Caleb of being a traitor, in turn, making herself look like the most suspicious person because she's the only thing preventing the party from progressing.
Oh, fuck.
That was sick. And now when Caleb and Beau argue later, they'll actually have a reason to. I just hated the inciting argument leading up to this.
I just saved you.
Don't worry, your little butt will be just fine.
Oh, God, what a graphically detailed goblin ass. Christ, did I really have to see every individual pore on those green little cheeks? Why did that shot of Not's ass have the budget of an entire season of Invincible?
You did not trust her. Seems you do not trust any of us.
Both of you turn into the stupidest people on Earth whenever you're near each other. Oh my God. Beau saved her because she didn't trust her. Be grateful.
What is your problem with me?
Let go of her.
Whoa, Ford's helping you and you're gonna light him up?
Whoa, Ford's strangling your best friend and you're gonna tell him to stop? Whoever's writing the dialogue for these two characters' interactions specifically Tell them to stop. This is actually, genuinely, my only complaint with the entire show. I'm fully prepared to give this series a 10 out of 10. This is the only thing dragging it down.
I've decided I don't like mines. I'd rather be anywhere else. Under the stars, drowning in quicksand.
Thank God, yes! Put the focus back on Ford. A man who could never upset me.
Lesser Draconia. It's a dragon constellation.
It's funny watching them do a literal Skyrim puzzle right now. Like, I'm getting major flashbacks to being stuck in those goddamn Dwemer ruins. Okay, well that just ruined my day. This episode has no idea how to transition between scenes. Every time it does, it's either the darkest or saddest shit I've ever seen. I don't even like this character. I don't even care about this plot line, and that still bummed me out.
Sorry, I did not expect that statue's wang to be trapped.
All right, what fresh hell awaits us in this room?
Holy balls of poop.
Whoever's writing Jester and Knott's dialogue, promote them to CEO.
My life's service has been to lie to anyone who would weaken the Empire. Even you.
That's a great argument. That would have instantly worked on me, to be honest. That's an Uno reverse and a checkmate all in one sentence.
You mages, always researching.
Life is more than knowledge, however clever you lot think you are.
Yeah, you know, that thing you hired him to do? No way he's grilling this mage right now for doing his magely duties. You chefs. Always cooking. There's more to life than food, you know.
That is real.
Who cares? Excuse me? Who cares who starts the war?
Dude, it's just one checkmate after another. You better put a gag on Trent if you want any hope of ever winning this argument.
Why would I kill you, Beauregard? You are still useful to me. For now. I am not allowed to joke.
Everyone's stressing me the hell out. Can we just get out of this fuck-ass cave already?
The next platform is a bit higher.
Ford! Where did he go?
Oh, great! Now Ford's drowning himself. Alright, that was sick and all, but oh my god, use your sword, dumbass. Your sword has seemingly endless powers. I didn't say anything about it before because I kind of thought it'd be the first move you try.
The fuck?
Oh, perhaps it was 2.5 meters. Tell me, where did you sneak off to before?
Oh, that's so hype. I love him trapping her in the middle of the air to interrogate her. What a sick use of his powers. What a sick use. What a sick weaponization of information.
On your marks now. No funny business. I would take this nice and slow.
Ugh, I keep forgetting that Ford is a chronic coward. I keep forgetting that he actually has character flaws.
Reckless, selfish, and fucking weird! And now, you little runt!
A flaw that is drastically overshadowed by his myriad of amazing qualities.
This is far enough, Trent.
Don't worry, sire. They cannot harm us. So you may wish to step back.
Oh, cooked. Whole army's goose is about to get cooked. Trent's about to whip up an absolute geese feast. Have we tried 2 people holding it? This is such an insane toll to take on someone for them not to be experimenting with ways to mitigate it. I guess you can't really argue with results. Never doubt the effectiveness of just picking a dude up and dropping him back down.
I mean, the word sorry normally makes an appearance.
Well,
I'm fucking with you. Accepted.
Thank God these two made up. Now I can finally go back to liking scenes that they're in. And that was episode 6 of The Mighty Nine. Still good. Still good stuff. Probably my least favorite episode on account of the fact that I fucking hate anytime Bo and fucking Caleb are talking to each other. It's just every time. It's just the start of the argument always pisses me off. 'Cause it always either doesn't have to happen when it's happening, or the issue is like an easily explained, solvable thing. It just, like, it feels like the writers were like, all right, well, they need a fight here, so I'm gonna put in some placeholder dialogue, and then we'll come back and give them a real argument later. And they just left the placeholder dialogue. It's fine, considering the fact that it was just kind of a means to an end. Like, I assume they're gonna start trusting each other a lot more after this, so this issue won't persist. Plus, all the dialogue in the rest of the show has been fantastic. So, like, it's just this one aspect of this one episode, and kind of the previous episode when they're interrogating that girl, that I didn't love. Otherwise, we had some great Ford stuff. As always, great Jester stuff. I did like Caleb interrogating Bo on those floating platforms. That was really cool. And yeah, just, I love being in this world and with these characters, so still having a great time. As always, let me know in the comments what you thought of this video, of this episode, and I will see you guys next time.
Is it obvious the